morning, everybody. So we're going to really be thinking this morning about unity. It's been another strange old week, and we're going to really think about our connection to others and really think about ourselves and acknowledgement and improvement within ourselves to try to connect better with the outside. So it's going to just take ourselves to our Sukhanasana and just close your eyes. Just find your breath and just close those eyes. Just start to really find your inhale and your exhale. Just connect with yourself. Maybe think about, as you sit here, anything you might want to just acknowledge about yourself. And think about how we can then just set an intention. Maybe acknowledge and set an intention to improve. Maybe we need to be more aware of something. Maybe we need to just slightly adjust how we respond or how we think. So set your intention. Find your breath. And I want you to just bring your hands to your heart. It's going to be lots of poses to really open our hearts. Try and really align our minds with our hearts. So if you just think about, as you sit here, aligning your head and your heart and your sit bones, your pelvis. And then I want you to lower those hands and bring them all the way back. Open your chest, open your heart. And then I want you to exhale, curve your spine, almost like a cat-cow spine. Bring those hands forward like you're hugging a ball. Inhale, lift your heart up to the sky. Exhale, come back, hug that ball. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Pull that belly button back. And then inhale, come back up to center. Maybe bring your hands to your heart again. Maybe put a different hand on top this time. Find your breath. And then gently, in your own time, make your way onto your hands and your knees. Really think about creating a nice straight line on your tabletop. And I just want you to just shake that out from side to side. Find your tabletop. Maybe let your head hang, maybe let it swing. And then come to a still position. Find your breath. Engage your core, lengthen from your tail all the way to the tip of your head. And we're going to just bring our left knee all the way through for pigeon pose. So it may be here that you need to pop a few blocks under your left sit bones and just prop yourself up. But we're just going to, again, align that body. So align your crown, your mind, your heart, your pelvis. Find your breath. Sit here for a second. And then gently exhale. Either come down onto your forearms, or if it's possible for you, you may want to come all the way down with your head to your mat. Work your way back in slowly. Lift your head and your chest again. Align that mind, that heart, those sit bones. And either stay here, or you may want to see if you can pick up that back foot. Try and keep yourself straight. You may want to see if you can clasp your hands. Find your breath. Slowly release. Let that back foot fall back down and bring yourself all the way back through to your tabletop. Find your breath, take a little rock from side to side. Find a still position and then gently take that right leg all the way through for your pigeon pose. Again, if you need to, you may want to pop some books or a block under your right leg. Lift your chest up. Align your mind, your heart, your pelvis, your sit bones, your core. Slowly lower yourself down. You may want to walk those fingertips a little bit further. Find your breath. Then gently and slowly walk yourself back in. Again, either stay here and find your alignment with your heart, or you may want to take hold of that back leg. You may just stay here. You may want to see if you can bind your hands. You're trying to align your head, your heart. release that foot slowly down and gently come back. This time, bring the big toes together, sit back for child's pose. Find your breath. Then look slowly up to those hands and tuck your toes. Your first down facing dog. Find your breath. Think about, again, really aligning your head and your heart. Then gently, slowly release those feet up all the way to the front of your mat. Come for a gentle forward fold with bent legs. Find your breath. Inhale, slowly, just release yourself up and take yourself to the front of your mat to find your Tandasana. Just going to join you on the side of my mat. So again, maybe take your thoughts back to acknowledging something within you and just thinking, what can my intention be? What can I do to help with my connection with outside, to help with something that will improve, something positive? You may want to just take that thought, bring your hands to your heart, lift through your head. Think about your alignment. At least you know it's not me, heavy breathing. And then we're going to release those hands up to the sky and exhale. We're going to come all the way down for forward fold. Inhale, lift your chest, straighten up. Exhale, hands to your mat and find your first plank. Push those heels backwards. Nice straight line. Knees, chest and chin for our first chaturanga. Elbows into the body. And then exhale, tuck the toes. Come back for down facing dog. Find your breath here. Lift your left heel up to the sky and just let that foot fall. Open up your hip. Straighten the leg up. Bring it all the way through and plant it in between your hands. Lower your back leg and lift yourself up. Find your alignment. Nice deep breath. I want you to, again, bring your left hand to your heart here, and you have two options. You could either bring your right hand to your heart on top of your left, or if you want to, you could have a go at just rolling off that knee and grabbing hold of that back foot, finding your balance. Release that foot. Everybody, hand to your heart. Bring your hands down to your mat. I want you to twist that back foot and plant your left hand in front of your foot or your arm on your leg. We're going to open up for our side angle pose. Really lift that chest and heart up towards the sky. Find your breath. Ground that back foot. Inhale, lift yourself up for your warrior two. Find your breath. Inhale, reverse the palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Bring it back down. One more time. Bring it back down. Find your breath. This time we're going to cartwheel our hands back down to our foot, and we're going to twist that back foot, and we're going to straighten our front leg and fold over that leg. Nice deep breath. Then we're going to lift our back foot and bring our left hand forward, and we're going to either bring our hand to our hip and balance here, or if it's available to us, we're going to open up for our half moon pose. Find your breath. Relax your shoulders. Find your balance, engage your core. Bring that hand back down. Bring your back leg back down and see if you can lift that hand at the same time. Bring yourself back for your warrior two. Find your breath. Cartwheel those hands back down, step back. This time if you want to, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Exhale, inhale up for down facing dog. Inhale, lift that right heel and open up your hip. Let that foot fall down towards the buttock. Inhale, straighten up and bring it all the way through in between your hands. Lower your back leg, lift your chest up, bring your right hand to your heart, find your balance. Either bring your left hand to your heart, or if you feel balanced enough, you may want to have a go at lifting that back foot. Release it back down, straighten up, both hands to heart. Bring your right hand in front of your right foot. Twist your left foot parallel with the back of your mat, lifting yourself up to side angle pose. Find your breath, really ground that back foot. Inhale, up for warrior two. Find your breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And again. One more time. Find your breath, find your warrior. Cartwheel those hands down. Twist that back foot and straighten your front leg and fold. Bend that front leg. Lift your arm forwards. Either hands to your hip, or if it's available, open up for half moon. Bring your hand back down and have a go at gliding back. Well done. For your warrior two. Find your breath. Relax those shoulders. Cartwheel those hands back down towards your mat. Step back for plank. Find your breath. Lengthen from your heels to your head. Chaturanga, knees, chest or chin. Back for down facing dog. Everybody to just bring your knees to your mat and come up here. Again, find your alignment, find your knees, your pelvis, your heart, your head. And we're going to come back for camel pose. So you can either leave your hands on your hip and just inhale, lift up and back, or if it's available for you, you may want to inhale, lift up and back, and see if you can find your feet. Keep lifting that chest forwards. Don't fall backwards. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down to your mat. Find your breath. Find your child's pose. Lift up for down facing dog. Nice deep breath. Let your head hang, relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift that left heel up, step it through in between your hands. Lift your right heel up and come for a straight-legged forward fold this time. One more inhale, one more exhale, see what you've got. Maybe sway. And bend those knees. Inhale, release those hands, sweep them all the way up. And back down for your Tandasana. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart. Find your breath. Align your mind, your heart, your core, your pelvis. Release those hands down. Just for a second, bring one hand on top of the other on your heart. Just go back to that thing that you need to acknowledge in you. Your intention to do something to improve your connection with the outside world, with others, with everyone. Inhale, your hands all the way up. And exhale, take a fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Step back for your plank. Find your breath. Nice straight line, heels backwards, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, down facing dog. Lift your left heel up and bring it all the way in between your hands. Find your balance. Come up for a high lunge. Engage your core. Find your breath. Really open your heart here. Almost imagine you're filling that space. If you want to, you could even clasp your hands behind you. Almost imagine somebody's pulling on them. Open that chest. Find your alignment. And then release your hands, and we're going to have a go at coming forward for our dancer pose. So if you can, clasp the inside of your foot, find your balance. Kick into the hand first. Find your breath. Relax your shoulders. And then we're going to bend the knee, release up. And we're going to grab that knee, bring it through, and open it up to the side. And bring your hand to your heart. Nice and tall. Engage your core. Exhale, release it in. Leave your hand on your heart. Bring both hands to your heart and step that foot all the way back. Release your hands. Cartwheel them down. Down, facing dog or chaturanga. Find your breath. Exhale back, down facing dog. Lift that right foot all the way to the sky and step it in between your hands. Find your breath. Lift yourself up for a high lunge. Really open your chest. Find your breath. Open up that heart. If you want to, you could clasp your hands behind you. those hands. Glide yourself forward. Take hold of the inside of your foot if you can for your dancer pose. Kick into that hand. Bend the knee, release it back through. Take hold of your knee. Open up to the side, hand to heart. Really lengthen. Mind, heart, pelvis. Come back in. Both hands to your heart. Glide that foot back. Find your breath, lift your chest, release your hands. Either straight back to down facing dog or chaturanga. Everybody meeting in down facing dog. Find your breath, 3 nice long breaths. And release those knees down. And again, bringing yourself up, we're going to take our camel pose. So work out the best option for you. If this is it for you, leave your hands on your hips, only bringing your hands down to your feet if you know it's available. Don't fall backwards, lift that chest, keep those hips moving forwards. Inhale, come out, come down, find your child's pose, find your breath. We're going to take 5 nice long breaths here. Keep breathing. Two more breaths in child pose. Gently sit yourself back up, bring those feet out in front of you, and just give those legs a little bit of a wiggle. You may want your belt here if you use one. We're going to lift our hands all the way up, and we're going to think about taking our heart forwards, all the way forwards, away from you. Either stay here, or if you can take it all the way down, then do. Find your breath. Keep moving forwards. And inhale, release yourself up. Give those legs a shake. And bring your right foot into your left thigh. Lift your chest up and just twist towards your right leg. And then exhale, lengthen, walk your way down your left leg and lift your chest, and if you want to, your hand up towards the sky. Heart facing upwards, heart open. flexing that toe back to you, those toes on that left foot. Inhale, lift yourself out. Come back to center. And take it to the other side. Flex those toes back towards you. Twist towards the left leg. Take yourself all the way down your right leg this time. Lift your heart, lift your chest. Inhale, bring your self back to your knee, back to center. And I want you to give those legs a shake, bring them back in, bring your feet so they're facing each other for cobbler pose. Hold on to those toes. And you can either leave it here, or again, if you want to, you could fold down. If you have a block, you could put your block on your feet. And I just want you to fold yourself down. If you want to, you could bring your hands to your head. And then release yourself back up. Bring those knees in, give them a hug. Maybe rock yourself from side to side. And gently take yourself all the way down towards your mat. Just rock out that spine for a second. And then hold on to your right knee and just place that right foot on the floor. Take your left leg away and bring your hand to your heart, or your left hand. Stretch your right hand over your head. Bring both hands to your heart. Your left leg in, your right leg away, and just change over. Gently take both your legs away, bring your palms to the sky. Come down for your Shavasana. Just here for a second, just take yourself back to your intention. Take yourself back to how you can connect better with the world, with other people. Relax your brow and your face. Maybe allow the mouth to fall open. Remove the tongue. and your body, relaxing your shoulders and your hands. Let those fingers fall away. Your chest. Your core. Your pelvis, your legs, feet and toes. Yourself a minute. Then wiggle your hands, toes. Maybe take those hands over your head. Nice full stretch. Bring those knees in. And a hug. Slowly come onto your side. Just give yourself a second here, don't rush. Bring yourself all the way up. And just take those hands back to your heart center. Inhale, release those hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to your brow. Just rest them here for a second. And then to your throat. And back down to your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely week. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye-bye.